12 foods that could potentially kill your dog. If you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you have a dog you love dearly, and like us, you love to sneak in some delicious human food here and there. However, we only have so much time with our beloved pets, so it is crucial you give them the best fuel possible, as well as avoid the most dangerous foods. Welcome to Cherish Your Health. Today, we're going to go over the top 12 most dangerous foods for dogs. Make sure to stick to the end to find out why your dog's favorite snack, peanut butter, could potentially be deadly. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so we can help you and your loved ones stay healthy. Now let's get straight into the video. Coming in at number 1, we have chocolate. Now most people know by now that chocolate, no matter how delicious, is one of the most dangerous foods for dogs. This is due to the fact that it contains a stimulant called theobromine, which dogs are unable to metabolize. While fine for humans, this stimulant is dangerously toxic for dogs. Symptoms to watch out for are fast heart rate, vomiting, and tremors. If your dog eats chocolate and you notice these symptoms, take them to the vet right away, as it could potentially lead to kidney failure. Dark chocolate in particular is the worst because it contains higher amounts of theobromine. Hide your candy bags, kiddos. At number 2, we have coffee and caffeine. While caffeine is great for jumpstarting our days, it could potentially hurt or even kill your man's best friend. Dogs are much more sensitive to caffeine and stimulants, as it can easily raise their blood pressure and heart rate, leading to cardiac problems. When ingested, they can experience uncomfortable symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, panting, anxiety, tremors, seizures, and even death. If your dog is susceptible to seizures or has heart problems, caffeine will be extra dangerous to them. I don't know about you guys, but my dog definitely doesn't need more energy anyways. Number 3. At 3, we have a surprising one with avocados. While one of the healthiest foods we humans could eat, this is quite the opposite for dogs. Avocados are poisonous for dogs due to a substance called persin. While persin doesn't affect us humans, it can wreak havoc on your dog's chest and lungs, causing fluid buildup that makes it hard for them to breathe. This can lead to lack of oxygen and potentially death for your dogs if not taken seriously. Persin is found in avocado leaves, stems, and seeds, so make sure to keep them away from the whole fruit. 4th on this list is alcohol. This should come as no surprise as it's poisonous for humans as well. Even small amounts of alcohol can have scary effects on your companion. It essentially has the same negative effects on your dog as it does in humans, only more extreme. Alcohol can cause your dog to experience depression, nausea, vomiting, seizures, and even central nervous system damage. It's a good thing dogs don't need alcohol to be the life of the party anyways. Number 5. Grapes and raisins. This one, like avocados, is a little strange as you think of grapes and raisins as quite a healthy snack for us humans. However, not a harmless snack like some people might think, grapes and raisins can be quite dangerous for pets. Consuming just a few could potentially cause kidney failure or even sudden death if not treated quickly. Strangely so, it is not known what substance within grapes and raisins is toxic for dogs. Number 6. At 6, we have onions and garlic. Onions and garlic are allium vegetables, which are very poisonous for dogs. Even small amounts as low as 15 grams can be enough to cause scary side effects. This is because the toxic compound in onions and garlic targets and destroys red blood cells, which can lead to anemia. This can cause your furry friend to feel lethargic due to lack of oxygen. In extreme cases, your dog will even need a blood transplant to save them. You might want to think twice before sharing a meal with garlic seasoned in it. Number 7. Coming in at 7, we have macadamia nuts. Another food that's generally considered healthy for humans, macadamia nuts are a no-go for dogs due to their extremely high fat content. Dogs have a hard time digesting high-fat diets, and they can lead to weight gain and pancreatitis. Completely out of nature's intended diet for dogs, consuming just a few macadamia nuts could lead to weakness, vomiting, tremors, hypothermia, and even depression in dogs. While macadamia nuts might be the worst, other nuts like walnuts and almonds are also high in fat, so it might be best to avoid those as well. Number 8. Milk and dairy. While not particularly as bad as some of the other culprits on this list, milk and dairy should still be avoided for your furry little guys. Essentially, all dogs are lactose intolerant. This is because dogs naturally lack significant amounts of lactase, which is the enzyme that breaks down the lactose in dairy. Without it, Milk and dairy will only serve to make your cleanup duties a lot less fun, as it will cause your dogs to have diarrhea and an upset stomach. 9. Salty snacks. This one hurts. You binge eat them while watching your favorite show, and your dog binge watches you eating delicious salty snacks. Your favorite salty snacks like potato chips, popcorn, or pretzels are often your dog's favorite snacks too, which is why you may find them drooling at the sound of a fresh bag being opened or popcorn going off in the microwave. The good news is, the negative side effects are for the most part only present if consumed in large amounts, so if you can't help but sneak your best friend a few here and there, you shouldn't feel too guilty. However, consuming large amounts can cause your dog to experience vomiting, depression, diarrhea, tremors, elevated body temperature, seizures, and even death. If your dog has heart problems, it might be best to avoid all high-salt foods for them altogether. At number 10, we have bacon, ham, and fat trimmings. This might be surprising, but it ties into two of the previous foods we've talked about thus far: high-fat and high-salt foods. Bacon, ham, and fat trimmings unfortunately have both. They are extremely high in fat and salt, so while delicious, it might be better to avoid feeding them to your dogs. They can cause indigestion, vomiting, and diarrhea in dogs. In serious cases, these foods can also cause pancreatitis, a serious and potentially deadly inflammation of the pancreas. Number 11. Foods with xylitol. This is where peanut butter ties in. Xylitol is a sweetener that when eaten by dogs is not so sweet. This sweetener in even small amounts can cause insulin release in dogs and other pets, which leads to hypoglycemia or low blood sugar levels. This insulin release in dogs can lead to liver failure. Xylitol can be found in many foods we eat, such as pancake syrup, barbecue sauce, sugar-free candy, baked goods, gum, and peanut butter. Now, we shouldn't have to tell you not to give your dog gum, but more likely you might be giving your dog peanut butter. I know you do. Peanut butter is perhaps a dog's favorite human food, and one of the only foods they can't devour in what seems like the blink of an eye. However, peanut butter can often contain this sweetener, xylitol. Don't worry, you don't have to cut it out of your dog's life. If your dog loves peanut butter, look at the ingredients and try to opt for one that contains none of this sweetener. Better yet, treat them to an all-natural organic brand low in sugar and salt. If you find your pet consumed xylitol, watch out for toxicosis signs such as nausea, vomiting, lethargy, and loss of coordination. These should be taken seriously, as they could potentially progress to seizures. 12. Okay, last but not least, we have raw dough. Unbaked dough contains yeast, which can continue to rise in a dog's stomach and digestive tract. This can be very painful for them, and can even cause bloat, a scary life-threatening condition in which the stomach flips over on itself. When consumed, this raw dough can also cause alcohol poisoning from the ethanol produced by yeast. This can in turn cause drunkenness, seizures, or respiratory failure. If your dog consumes raw dough or yeast, and you see them trying to throw up but can't, take them to a vet right away, as it may be a sign the dough has already expanded in their stomach. Due to all of this, raw dough is perhaps one of the most, if not most, dangerous food for dogs. If you learned something today, we'd really appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any videos of what you can do to maximize your health. Take care.